This vanilla does not smell like dessert, it smells like first class. Hey, what's good guys? Hunter here and welcome back to Fragrance Hunter. Today we are reviewing the newest fragrance from Ormonde Jayne. You guys know about this house? Have you tried this house? Because if you haven't, they're one of the best luxurious niche British houses on the market, guys. They have such a fantastic lineup. And me, I'm a huge fan of British perfumery. Think of like Raja Parfums, Ormonde Jayne, etc. And when I think of British quality, this is one of the first houses that come to mind. I'm a big fan of Ormonde Man, a huge fan of his Farkin, and now we got Vanilla Mistral. And guys, if you love vanilla, you're in for an absolute treat with this one because it's going to be a very, very different vanilla that smells extremely high quality. Now, I do want to shout out Ormonde Jayne for sending this one over for review. Of course, I'm still going to keep it honest with you. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. It's literally as simple as that. So let's run down some information. Now, Vanilla Mistral was launched in 2025. This one just dropped at the time of this recording for the retail price on the only size this comes in, which is an 88 ml, which is a very unique size, but it is gonna set you back $275 at retail, which is pretty pricey, of course, but when you think of niche perfumery, that is fairly reasonably priced, especially for the kind of quality you're getting. For the concentration, this is going to be an eau de parfum, which I'm kind of confused because there was a parfum Vanilla Mistral. I think it might have been exclusive to like one store, and it was well over $300. However, this one you're seeing in hand is the brand new EDP concentration. The Perfumers is Elodie Bernard, which is a fantastic nose, as well as Linda Pinkleton, who's the nose and the owner of Ormonde Jayne. So yeah, they went off with this launch. With all the information out of the way, let's go ahead and look at the packaging and presentation you get with Vanilla Mistral now. So take a look at this iconic orange Ormonde Jayne box. Of course, Ormonde Jayne, London, Vanilla Mistral, Eau de Parfum, 88 ml, 3-ounce bottle. On the bottom, you get your barcode and batch code to authenticate your product and see what it was actually produced, as well as all your information, ingredients on the back, and nothing really up top, but this is a very nice kind of fabric box layout. So let's look at the bottle now. So take a look at this bottle, which I think is absolutely beautiful, and the color scheme fits the scent profile perfectly in this kind of bronze beige tone going on with the gold. Ormonde Jayne Vanilla Mistral, created in London. All by your sticker as far as your batch code. Nothing really on the back, nothing on top of the cap, but this cap, guys, is very, very heavy, extremely high quality metal. Nothing in the cap, nothing on the atomizer, and it does click into place with a nice thud, so you know it's on there securely. In the top, you got black pepper, cardamom, pistachio, and pomegranate. In the mid, you got cashmere, fig, and iris. And in the base, you got sandalwood, vanilla, ambergris, and vetiver. And this one we classified as a spicy sweet. So let's spray this and test out these atomizers. Beautiful distribution, guys. Did you see that? Oh my gosh, it's actually still flowing in the air. That shot out so much juice. Now, let's go ahead and remind myself of Vanilla Mistral. Now, this opening is going to be so unique, guys, so distinctive, because you're going to get greeted with this very creamy, nutty pistachio. And man, pistachio is a huge trend right now, and Ormonde Jayne took it to a whole nother level, guys, and like the highest quality possible pistachio I've smelled. Is so luxurious, and it's actually more of like a creamy pistachio rather than being like overly nutty pistachio, and I'm digging the way it's done in the opening. And alongside the creamy nutty pistachio, you are going to get this seductive spicy cardamom, which makes a great appearance alongside that note, with this very different fruity pomegranate. Now, for some reason, when I think of pomegranate, I don't know of any other fragrance that has a dose of that in it besides this. And wow, pomegranate in fragrances comes across very fruity, very good, and just so unique. So just picture in your head, you have this creamy nutty pistachio, spicy seductive cardamom, and a very fruity unique pomegranate in the opening right away. Yeah, Ormonde Jayne was like, okay, you want a vanilla? We're gonna make a vanilla that you've never smelled anything like. And I do own so many pistachio dominant fragrances. Of course, one that comes to my mind is like Mind Games King Side, which just dropped, but this does it in a completely different direction, guys. Far more creamy rather than being extremely nutty, and just a very fresh pistachio is how it's coming across. As you'll notice, this is going to be a very creamy fragrance through and through, all the way into the dry down, because once you get into the mid, you are going to get this fruity green creamy fig. It's a very, very lactonic creamy fig you're gonna get. Very fresh fig as well, guys. And I know so many fig lovers out there, so if that's you watching this, you love fig, you love pistachio, you're gonna do yourself a favor and check this one out. You probably will not be disappointed. And along with that creamy fruity fig, you are also gonna get this creamy, slightly waxy iris that brings this very luxurious, expensive tone to the DNA like iris always does. Iris always comes across very elegant, very sophisticated, and just extremely luxurious, and it's no different in the mid of this one. Yeah, I'm loving the way this fragrance is developing, even on the test strip, guys. This smells like true niche perfumery at its finest, especially in a vanilla way. Because a lot of times fragrances in this category can come across very cheap, almost like body sprays, etc., etc. And this is not that at all, like the furthest thing from that. And to be honest, I expect nothing less from the house of Ormonde Jayne because they've always absolutely been a hit. And then in the base is the star of the show. You're finally gonna be greeted to that vanilla. Now the vanilla in here comes across very authentic, natural, a little bit spicy, creamy, warm vanilla that's so cozy, mixed together with a heavy dose of sandalwood. And the sandalwood in here does come across a little bit sawdusty, creamy in and of itself, like sandalwood does. It's not gonna be like that dill pickle sandalwood, which I'm not a fan of at all. Just very woody, creamy, slightly sawdusty sandalwood in the dry down. And I think just matches the color of this bottle flawlessly, guys. So vanilla and sandalwood is what you're gonna be left with. With, of course, the best wood that goes with vanilla is sandalwood because of the creamy aspects in and of itself that can come across like. So hats off to Ormonde Jayne for making such a beautiful, elegant, unique vanilla. So if you want a good vanilla in the niche realm that's so expensive smelling, very luxurious, and stands out, you're gonna wanna check out Vanilla Mistral. For the best seasons to rock this one, I'm primarily gonna wear this one in 3 seasons, which is spring, fall, and winter. Primarily like spring evenings more so, even though it does have that kind of fresh tone about it. So possibly like on a colder spring day maybe, but still evening times, and without a doubt fall and winter mostly. Even though if you love vanilla and you want like a signature scent vanilla that can maybe be pulled off in the summer if you really wanted to, this could be a vanilla for that, just because the vanilla doesn't come across very like cloying, thick, ultra sweet. It's more of like a fresh, authentic vanilla mixing it with, of course, the other notes. So maybe signature scent worthy when it comes to vanillas. Just for me personally, fall, spring, and winter dominant. And for occasion, this is gonna be a vanilla that can be worn dressed down in a more casual situation and can be worn dressed up in a more formal situation as well. It does not matter what you're doing. If you wanna smell like vanilla for the day, you're not sure what you're doing for the day, you're gonna be set regardless. Meaning this is a vanilla you can wear to work, you can wear running errands, you can wear on a date, you can wear going to a wedding. There's no situation in my head where you can really go wrong with wearing this one, which is very nice because most of the time when I think of vanilla, I think of like casual situation. This one isn't really that. Possibly one of the most luxurious vanillas in my collection, and I have so many great ones. For gender, when I smell this one, this is literally right down the middle, unisex. Both a man and a woman can wear a Vanilla Mistral and not even think about it. Like, this is a very unisex. I love smelling this on me, but I would absolutely fall in love with smelling this on a lady as well. So very much unisex. It's not even leaning one way or the other. So for age groups, I'm gonna categorize this as youthful and mature, so everybody can enjoy this one in my head, because of course, when you think of vanillas, they usually do kind of gravitate towards a younger audience, like late teens, early 20s, mid 20s, like under 30 most of the time. But this is a vanilla that everybody can wear. You can be like 50 and up and be able to rock this one easily. So if you are like in your early 20s, you want a very expensive vanilla that sets itself apart, you'll be able to rock this. But also if you're a little bit older, kind of got your life together, you're situated, etc., you can rock this as well. No age groups when it comes to Vanilla Mistral to me. So wrapping the review of talking on the performance you should expect to get from Vanilla Mistral. Now, like I said, this is going to be an eau de parfum concentration, and from my testing the last couple times I've worn this one, I've tested it both on skin and on clothes. I did get about average performance, which means I got around 8 hours of longevity on skin, which, to be honest with you, I was expecting it to perform a little bit longer, especially the way it kind of comes across. So it's not really going to be like a beast mode longevity type of fragrance by any means. About average 8 hours, which is still very good. We're kind of spoiled nowadays with like ultra long lasting fragrances like over 12 hours, but it's not only going to last like 4, 6, you will get upwards to 8 hours on like solid moisturized skin. So always moisturize up before applying a fragrance, guys. You do not want alligator skin on a fragrance because they will not last like at all. And then you'll be complaining, oh, this fragrance only lasts like 3 hours. Anytime I hear somebody say something like that, I'm like, yeah, bro, you probably don't moisturize at all. Go crawl back in a pond with your alligator skin, for real. But jokes aside, yeah, 8 hours of longevity with this one. If you spray your clothes, you will last like all day pretty much. It does have some staying power, there's no doubt about that. And with the projection, you're gonna get about moderate projection. So you will get about an arm's length of solid projection for the first few hours. And the sillage leave behind you guys, you're gonna smell like a luxurious vanilla, no doubt about it. You're gonna smell like you got a ton of money. You're somebody important, somebody special, somebody worth getting to know. Whenever you like walk in a room, you're kind of walking, you got people behind you, they're gonna be like, wow, who is that dude in front of me? It just kind of gives off that aura, if you know what I mean, especially with a vanilla. So at the end of the day, you're gonna get 8 hours of longevity on skin and about moderate projection, which to me is honestly still very much respectable, especially while being in eau de parfum concentration. Now, if it was an extrait, I would have higher expectations for it, of course. So let me know down below if you guys are a fan of vanilla. Have you tried anything from the house of Ormonde Jayne, and what is your favorite vanilla in the comments down below? Let's discuss that, because of course when it comes to vanilla, there's so many iconic ones, but I think this one is going to be absolutely worth checking out, especially for the vanilla lovers. But besides that, leave a like on the video, subscribe below if you haven't already, because what are you doing? I got you guys with the daily fragrance content, and I'll see all of you back here tomorrow. Take care, everybody.